In life, the biggest fights are not outside us. They happen inside our own hearts. Anger, fear, jealousy, and pride are natural emotions. Everyone feels them. But when we do not control them, they slowly begin to control us. This story will show how one man learned that real strength is not about shouting louder, but about staying calm when emotions rise. This story is not only about a fisherman. It is about all of us. In a small village near a river lived a fisherman named Harun. He was strong and hardworking. Everyone in the village knew him for his fishing skills. But Harun had a problem. He became angry very easily. When the river was calm, Harun was calm. When the fish were plenty, he was happy. But when things went wrong, his anger came out quickly. If his net tore, he got angry. If another fisherman caught more fish, he felt jealous. If his wife asked a simple question, he replied harshly. Harun believed his anger helped him. He often said, "Anger makes me strong." One evening, Harun returned home tired and upset. That day, he had caught fewer fish than usual. His wife, Amina, gently asked, "Are you okay?" Harun suddenly shouted at her. He blamed the river, his work, and even her. Amina stayed silent, but her eyes showed sadness. That night, Harun could not sleep peacefully. The next morning, Harun went to the river early. As he prepared his boat, he noticed an old man sitting quietly by the water. The old man looked at him and said calmly, "You are strong, but your heart looks tired." Harun felt annoyed. "You don't know anything about me," he said. The old man smiled and replied, "I know what anger does. It feels powerful, but it slowly hurts the one who carries it." Harun laughed and said, "Anger keeps me sharp." The old man then gave Harun a small clay pot with fire inside. "Take this across the river," he said. "But don't let it burn you." Harun was confused, but he agreed. As he crossed the river, the pot became hotter and hotter. Soon, his hands began to burn. The pain became unbearable. Finally, Harun dropped the pot into the river. The fire went out instantly. Angry and embarrassed, Harun returned to the shore. The old man said gently, "That fire is your anger. You thought it gave you strength, but it only burned you. The river was not hurt. Only you were." Harun stood silent. The old man continued, "When you hold anger, it burns you first, not the people around you." Harun did not reply, but the words stayed in his heart. Days passed. One day, Harun's boat crashed into another fisherman's boat. Their nets got tangled, and fish escaped. Normally, Harun would have shouted. His anger rose quickly. But this time, he stopped. He remembered the burning pot. He took a deep breath and stayed calm. The other fishermen apologized. They fixed the problem peacefully. That evening, Harun felt something new. He felt lighter inside. Slowly, Harun began to watch his emotions instead of following them. When anger came, he paused. When jealousy appeared, he reminded himself to stay calm. When frustration rose, he breathed instead of shouting. It was not easy. Sometimes he failed. Sometimes he still got angry. But now, he noticed his mistakes and tried again. One night, Amina accidentally dropped a bowl. It broke on the floor. Harun felt anger rise again. But this time, he stayed quiet. Amina looked at him in surprise. Then she smiled. That smile taught Harun an important lesson. Controlling emotions does not make us weak. It makes life peaceful. Harun never saw the old man again. But he no longer needed him. Harun learned that emotions will always come. We cannot stop them. But we can choose how we act. Anger comes and goes. But words spoken in anger can cause long-lasting pain. True strength is staying calm when you have every reason to lose control. When we control our emotions, our relationships improve. Our minds become peaceful. Our lives become lighter. So when anger rises inside you, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping me or hurting me? Because the strongest person is not the one who shouts. The strongest person is the one who stays calm. And that is the real power. If you like the story, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for staying with us. See you in the next story with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, stay well and stay peaceful.